Afternoon to you. I trust you're enjoying your weekend so far. It is a busy day today for President Uhuru Kenyatta as he joins members of 6 different parties during their national delegates conferences, which have all declared that they are supporting his re-election bid and are set to endorse his candidature. Jubilee Party holds its delegates meeting at the Bomet of Kenya, while KANU will be in Kasarani. Other parties set to endorse President Uhuru Kenyatta are NAK Kenya, Chap and the Economic Party of Kenya. Stand by for the details to follow, but let's begin with the highlights. Jubilee Party is among 6 political parties set to endorse President Uhuru Kenyatta's candidature today. Kipchoge Keino fails to break 2-hour marathon record, but is still the fastest marathoner ever. And in Mexico, the man believed to be the world's heaviest is preparing for a life-changing surgery to help him lose weight. Welcome to the program. The Jubilee Party holds its National Delegates Conference today at the Bomet of Kenya. The party's delegates are set to endorse the candidature of President Uhuru Kenyatta and his Deputy President William Ruto as they seek a second term in office. The president is also set to be endorsed by a number of other parties allied to Jubilee and which support his re-election bid. These include KANU, NAK Kenya and Chap. After the delegates conference, the president is expected to hold a rally in Ngong Town later today. Our reporter Duncan Hayamba is keeping tabs on this story. We'll now bring him in for further insights. Hayamba, talk to us about the progress of this National Delegates Conference so far and whether President Uhuru Kenyatta has arrived.
Michelle, it's a busy day for President Uhuru Kenyatta, and as I mentioned earlier, chances are we can, from the look of things, 90% we are not going to have that Ngong rally. Reason being, from as early as 10 a.m. after the final strategic meeting, the president is making stopovers at various affiliate parties of Jubilee Party that are equally having their NDCs to endorse his candidature or his re-election. We know that he was supposed to visit NAK Kenya, visit KANU, Maendeleo Chap, the EFF, before making his way here. And as I mentioned to you earlier, I've spoken to his political advisor, who is now the aspirant or the Jubilee candidate for Cherangani, Joshua Kutun, who was here initially and had to join the president. He's confirmed the earliest we expect President Uhuru Kenyatta here is at 3 p.m. Therefore, from the look of things, and his party is here that has to do that has to perform that political right. So it will not be something that will be rushed because of that Ngong rally in the evening. So we can confirm we are not likely going to have that particular rally. However, I'm joined by Jubilee candidate for Kirinyaga, Madam Anne Waiguru, who has been here and who is among the latest high-profile leaders within Jubilee that have actually made their way here. Perhaps she could be in a proper place to tell us what time do we expect the Jubilee function to get underway?
From the look of things and from the program as we have had it, as you said, we don't expect His Excellency to be here before 3 o'clock, but it's likely that he might be here slightly before that, and then this program will take off.
When this day, what does it mean specifically for you, whom we can call as a newcomer in politics? You've made your debut in politics, went for a very big post, and one way or the other, to some would say you are as good as already elected. What does this day signify for you?
This is a great day for all of us in the Jubilee Party. We are here endorsing our presidential candidate, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. And for us, it signals the beginning of the last lap towards the final general election in August. And so it's really, really major for us. It's a major step for the party and for the candidates that have been elected to represent the party for various positions across the country.
Mm-hmm. You've been in government before, and just like 2013, this, to many pundits say, it will be a race that will go down to the wire. Therefore, we expect the stakes are very high. And yesterday, the official opposition, they unveiled their candidate, and they seem to be actually already banking on few things: high cost of living, issues to do with the runaway security in the country, issues to do with the national cohesion. That is what they seem to be counting on or banking on to rally supporters across the country. Do you think, or what do you think your party, particularly your candidates, needs to convince Kenyans, or what he needs to have so that to appeal to Kenyans and tell them that yes, we've had these challenges the first 5 years, we've handled this way, and in the next bid that I want to again seek re-election, this is what I want to do. How do you think the president should go about to address those three issues?
The party and His Excellency the President happen to be in office right now, and so that already is a major advantage. They have the advantage of the incumbency. They have a track record. They have worked tirelessly to deliver to the people of Kenya. Anyone who cares to see, if you go to Mashinani, you will appreciate, politics aside, that they have seen that the Jubilee government has really performed. Look at healthcare, maternal healthcare, matters of infrastructure, road, air. They have major milestones that they have built on, and they have a clear track record that they can actually go and sell to the Kenyan people to give them a second term to finalize that which they have started. And I think the Kenyan people have been seeing, if you listen to the ground, you will know that there's a lot of goodwill, a lot of goodwill even for those of us who are novices. You can tell that there is a lot of goodwill from the normal, ordinary Kenyans where the Jubilee Party is concerned. And I think given also the candidature of His Excellency the President, he's a man who is loved by very many people. He is the safest pair of hands, so to speak, and I don't think this country can have a better candidate than His Excellency the President at this point in time.
Talking about your candidature, we used to have the Iron Lady from Kirinyaga in the name of Martha Karua. You've cleared your first hurdle. You still have a date with her. Are you as good as already elected, or do you think it's not yet? Do you foresee a tough contest when you meet at the ballot?
Well, they say never make any assumptions in politics, so I'm not making any assumptions. However, Kirinyaga is 100% Jubilee. Very little any other affiliate parties. I mean, we are a small county and very, very dedicated and committed to our Jubilee Party. That already gives us a head start. And having said that, we know that Kenya is going to be endorsing His Excellency, but that should not be in any way be construed as to mean that there will be a major contest. There are many other factors that people are considering where her candidature is concerned. She had been there over 20 years. She had been given a chance to run in the last general election as governor, and she said it was a very small seat. So it's very difficult to come back now and say that now you're interested in that small seat. So for me, I'm presenting a new leadership in Kirinyaga County. There's going to be a few of us from the Jubilee Party as women, and also with our track experience in having run government and knowing the problems that the Kirinyaga people have gone through. That's what we're selling, and we know that we have the goodwill of the Kirinyaga people. You can tell by the way the nominations go. But we hope for the best. We'll campaign very hard. We are not making any assumptions. We will hit the road. We will be in Mashinani from the day we are given the go-ahead by IBC, and we believe that we shall prevail in the end.
Well, thank you. We'll be wishing you all the best, and we hope to engage you as the day progresses, because we need to do one more quick interview.
Thank you.
We hope to catch you inside the
Very
auditorium.
much.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, that is, we don't know whether to continue calling her Madam CS or Madam Governor Designate or Governor for Kirinyaga, but as she says, it's not yet over. Once she gets that clearance is when exactly we will be expecting her exactly to confirm. But one thing she says, in Kirinyaga, Jubilee has a head start. It's the only party on the ground, of course, saying other affiliate parties stand very little chance. But again, in politics, you never know. We are joined by another debutant in politics. I think we shall also call her the Iron Lady of Rift Valley politics, former registrar of the judiciary, Madam Gladys Bosole. Congratulations, and I think today you've been on the ground, you've seen what has happened. There's been a lot of fallouts within Jubilee, same to any other party. What do you think, or where do you think parties should begin in terms of bringing back the cohesion within parties so that they now take on the common enemy, who of course is the opposite partner in crime, that is the opposition. Yeah.
I think this is just is a party primary like any other. If you remember, we had the same situation in the past. People would go for the party primaries and the big parties would start first, and then there would be a fallout and people would move to other parties. The difference now is that people are not able to move to other political parties, but they are able to come out as independents. So it's the same fallouts that have always existed, except they've mutated in the name of independence.
You've been out there since you left the public office, but now you are seeking another one. There's hue and cry out there, the cost of living, of course, what they are saying, runaway corruption, issues that are saying the national cohesion. What do you think the Jubilee administration needs to do? Because unlike the opposition, who are promising when they get in, they'll make things different, the Jubilee is already in, and we have these issues. What do you think is the challenge, or which one do you think could be the biggest challenge for Jubilee administration?
I think what has happened, the Jubilee administration, you'd think about it this way. They've laid a good foundation. I think they have a clear picture of what needed to be done. Some of it has been done. What has not been done, they have to now sit back and say, what are we going to do to ensure we complete what we had put in our manifesto? And they start from a good ground, because they are in a position to know what ailed them and what was difficult. Whereas if you think about the opposition, they're just imagining that when we are there, this is what we'll do. It's one thing to say you will do this when you're out there, but it's another thing when you're actually in office and realize how tough it is, or how many variables exist in order to push any agenda. And for me, it's exciting because I do understand it clearly. I mean, I've been in the public service before, so I'm able to know how government programs are pushed, how you endeavor to ensure that they get acted upon, which ones have impact on people's lives, and what you can do to ensure that you alleviate some of the challenges that the people are facing. If
the issue of cohesion, we remember that we understand part of the politics that played out in Uasin Gishu were the issues of negative ethnicity, chaos as well as Nandis. So that is something that we cannot run away. How do you think the government needs to go about Jubilee should they get another opportunity? What do you think needs to be done so that this issue of negative ethnicity that continues to bring divisiveness in the nation, that has to be addressed, because it has featured prominently, and I'm sure you are alive to that fact now that you know what exactly played out in Uasin Gishu County.
I think during the campaign process, like any other campaign process, there will be negative issues that come out. It could be negative slander against a person. It could be negative campaigns. It could be destructive campaigns. That is part of the territory. So let's not make it look like it's something bizarre. As to the issue of the ethnic undertones that exist or existed during the campaigns in Uasin Gishu County, I don't think that is something to say the government has will do something about it. I think that is entirely in the hands of the people of Uasin Gishu County. They've gone through those problems before, and they have resolved them, and they have moved forward. And what I would ask is that I know that the people of Uasin Gishu know even it's a problem. And even if it's a problem, they're the ones who create it. So actually, they even know exactly what they should do. So I think it's a matter of now that the ugliest part of our election process, the first part of it, which is the party primaries, is now behind us. It's easier now for the leadership, all of us who have Jubilee nominees, it's our responsibility to go back there on the ground and call upon our people to unite. And I think we can do it as Jubilee nominees. It's not even an issue of the government, it's the Jubilee nominees.
In a nutshell,
yes.
The opposition yesterday came out with a very strong message talking of 10 million strong. They are talking about numbers. When Jubilee was launching their smart card and they urged members to go out there and push for the numbers, everybody is saying numbers don't lie. When you look at 2013 and 2017, do you foresee this contest whereby it will be close to call, or there will be what the deputy president says day and night, there will be that parallel? Whoever wins, do you think it will be overwhelming, or do you think it will still be a tight race just like 2013?
I think for me what I'd say is that the Jubilee government, being an incumbent, stands a great chance. And I know that they have a chance to win. That's exactly why I'm in Jubilee. I never join a losing team. So I know that we're going to win as Jubilee. But I also think in terms of talking about the numbers, let's get started with the second phase of the campaigns, and then we'll talk about numbers. Because I think the opposition is talking about it from a stadium. And it's very easy to say that. It's only when you actually start the campaign process that you realize. When I was campaigning personally, I kept telling people, I want to win their souls, I want to win their hearts. I want them to believe in my vision. That is the only way you can be sure that they'll vote for you. Because when they get into that booth, you don't know who they're going to vote for. Even you can tell me, Gladys, I'm going to vote for you, but when you get into that booth, I can never be sure. And that is why I think it is this phase of the campaigns that we will focus as Jubilee nominees to get people to believe in Jubilee, to give Jubilee a second chance to finish the program that it began. And I think if we do that effectively, then we'll be in for a landslide.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Michelle. That is, I don't know whether again to call her the woman representative elect or designate, or if she still has a contest, but on August 8th. But just confirm
she won't know until the end of the month.
Yes, she clinched the Jubilee's ticket for Western Gishu County, and as it is, she's 1 foot into the August House. For now, I think we'll leave it there. Of course, we'll be engaging you in the second part of this bulletin when we talk to more leaders, because this is Jubilee Party's big day. Over to you, Michelle.
All right, so many thanks. That is our senior political affairs reporter, Duncan Haemba, live from the Bomet of Kenya, where Jubilee will be endorsing President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy, William Ruto. Let's now cross over to Kasarani, where Patrick Amimo is following the developments there as KANU holds its National Delegates Conference. Patrick, I understand that Chairman Gideon Moi just arrived a few moments ago. What more can you tell us? You can hear me. I understand
Thank you, Michelle. From the studio, I am at the Kasarani Gymnasium, where the members of the KANU National Delegates Convention is meeting to endorse certain factors. Already we are waiting the party leader, party leader Gideon Moi to arrive, and at least for the meeting to start. Just joining me is one of the aspirants on KANU ticket, who is Dr. Juliet Kimemia. Dr. Juliet Kimemia, how come that you decided to contest on a KANU ticket in Kiambu County?
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Juliet Kimemia. I am contesting for the seat of the senator, Kiambu County, and I chose KANU because I saw a very bright future in it. I have been campaigning on the Jubilee platform, and when KANU decided to support the president, I believe in the principles of KANU, because looking at the last 20 years or 4 elective periods, the political parties that have presented the presidential candidates hardly last a year. So I sat down, and in my own wisdom, I saw it wise to vie for the Senate seat on a KANU ticket. KANU is 55 years old and stronger by the day. That's why I'm here today. Yes.
Just looking at it, you are a female aspirant, and you are going to meet at least one of your contestants is going to be the incumbent Senator Wamatangi. How are you going to meet to face off with Wamatangi, who is contesting on a Jubilee ticket?
First of all, I'm very excited that he got the nomination, because me being a lecturer and somebody who knows the work of a senator, I can give him like 30% in terms of what he was supposed to do for Kiambu people. Kiambu is a very rich county, very rich in resources, very fertile lands. But we don't have a single policy, particularly to push agriculture, the agriculture sector that is actually the backbone of the economy. So what I have seen that an opportunity he missed is to just localize the national agricultural policy that really emphasizes on high quality and agribusiness, and also a policy that will make the youth to really embrace agriculture as a very sustainable economic earner for the youth. So he failed in those 2 areas. Or rather, he didn't give it a lot of attention. He did something on micro and small enterprises, but you see, it is important to look at the entire value chain. So my area of specialization is agricultural value chains, particularly linking the local farmer with export markets. And that is what I will do. In the first 100 days, I will ensure that farmers can be able to identify with the end product of their products. Yes.
That is Dr. Juliet Kimebe, who is just a senator aspirant for Kiambu County. And just maybe joining me again is just Dr. Mohamed Dahir, who is the member of parliament for Dadaab, the Dadaab constituency. Dr. Mohamed Dahir, I felt you came from ODM and decided to cross over to KANU. Just why did you make this bold move?
Thank you very much, Amimo. My name, first of all, is Dr. Mohamed Dahir Duale, sitting member of parliament for the Dadaab constituency. And I was in ODM, as you said. After consultation with my constituencies, I decided, and based on the advice, I decided to cross over to KANU, which is the oldest party in this country. It is a party with a national outlook. It is the party of the founder of this nation, the second president, and our current president, and also our third president. So based on those factors, I decided to join KANU and to vie for my ticket on KANU ticket.
How do you intend to face off with your opponent who is maybe contesting on the Jubilee ticket?
Yes, first of all, this party has no presidential candidate other than His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. Jubilee is a friendly party, and I am prepared to face whether it's a Jubilee candidate or any other candidate in the election of August 8th. I'm really prepared for that.
That is Dr. Mohamed Dahir Duale, who is the member of parliament for Dadaab constituency in Garissa County. And at least we are waiting, that is the party leader, Gideon Moi, to arrive here at this particular party. We are told that the head of state, President Uhuru Kenyatta, will be joining the party anytime now. From Kasarani Gymnasium, I'm Patrick Amimo, back to the studio.
Right, many thanks, Mimo. And to Bomet now, where Governor Isaac Ruto is set to hold a rally to welcome his Chama cha Mashinani party nominees. Chris Tairu and Jeff Kirui are in Bomet and now join us live for the very latest. Chris, bring us up to speed with the happenings in Bomet.
We are coming to you live from Bomet County 036, where the member or the governor of Bomet County, that is Isaac Ruto, is set to launch his Chama cha Mashinani party. Remember that this party has been, he formed this party 1 year ago after he fell out with the deputy president, William Ruto, and the president in Jubilee Party. Remember, he was a founder member of the URP party, but decided to bolt out and form his own party, Chama cha Mashinani. And this is the first rally that Isaac Ruto will be holding here back at home after being joining NASA. That is the opposition, officially joining the Pentagon members and being a member of the Pentagon and being promised a position. And of course, there have been rumors that he will not be contesting the gubernatorial seat of Bomet or defending his seat, but he has been able to dispel those rumors, stating that he is very much in the race. And remember that during the just concluded Jubilee nominations, we saw the deputy speaker, Dr. Laboso, clinching that ticket after defeating Dr. Kones. And of course, she will be flying the Jubilee ticket and facing Isaac Ruto with the Chama cha Mashinani party. This rally also will be used to hand over the certificates, the nomination certificates of the different aspirants from different parts of the country who won the just concluded Chama cha Mashinani nominations. And now I'll joined by one of the aspirants here. He'll just start by telling us your name and tell us which city you're garnering from.
Asante sana, kwa majina ni Julius Olemunga, natoka Transmara sub-county, nawania kiti ya MCA from Kilgore Central Ward. Yeah.
Okay. Na unatafuta kiti kipi?
Natafuta kiti cha MCA. Yeah.
Okay. Na huyu mwingine je, you can start by telling us your name and which seat you are garnering for and at Chama cha Mashinani.
Thank you so much. My name's James Ogot Agata. I'm an aspiring MP from West Mugrang constituency through Chama cha Mashinani Party.
So Chama cha Mashinani is also in West Mugirango, that is in Nyamira County.
Yeah, actually in Nyamira County we have so many contestants and they are here today, me being one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot and wish you the best in the elections. Well, those are some of the aspirants who are eagerly waiting to be handed over their certificates so that they can present them before the IEBC and be assured that their names will be on the ballot come the 8th of August. We are still waiting for the party leader and of course the governor for Bomet County, Isaac Ruto, to arrive here at Bomet grounds so that the rally can officially begin. Michelle.
So many thanks, Chris Tayu there from Bomet. We'll be speaking to the reporters on the ground live on the second part of this bulletin. But for now, we take a short break here on Weekend at 1. When we come back, we'll be giving you details of the world's fattest man as he prepares to undergo a major surgery to lose weight.